Hey guys, today is Monday the 29th. I'll probably do an official start on this video later on in the week. But my name is Larry Collins. This is the Collins Family Urban Homestead. Typically I don't film stuff during the week, I only do on the weekends, but I came out here, today's Monday the 29th like I said, and saw a couple of tomatoes ready to go, and one of them looks like something's been eaten on it, so I figured I'd take you along while I go do a little bit of a tomato harvest here. Now this one looks pretty good. It's got some cracks in it. Crack right there, but it's doing pretty good. I set my basket down there. So the one that I was looking at, so something obviously ate him. So let me go through here and pick a bunch of these tomatoes and show you what I have when I get done, okay? See you in a bit. So here's the tomatoes we got. Some of them have got some bugs eating on them and stuff, and they're not even overly ripe or anything like that. So let's go inside and see how many we actually got and how much these guys weigh. See inside. So as I walk by the chickens, it reminded me of the 8 chicks we had hatched out. I showed you last week. One of them passed away. I'd been seeing it not acting quite right. It didn't want to get out and join everybody else. It kind of had hung back and stuff and just wasn't doing real well. Well, it passed away today, so we got 7 chicks. Match these 7 here, so good little swap out. We'll see what happens as we go forward. So that's an update on the chicks. Let's go weigh these tomatoes. So what I want to do is I kind of want to get an individual weight on the tomatoes, especially the big ones. I kind of want to see just how big these Amish-based tomatoes get, and then do a total at the end. So let me put you on a tripod, maybe turn you around a little bit, and we'll get that taken care of. Okay, tomato number 1. It's a 9.7 ounce tomato. .7. Six ounces. 5.8. 5.5. It's a little bit. 3.8. 3. So we're looking at anywhere from 3 to, what did I say this one was? All to 9.7 ounces, almost 10 ounces. Which I think 7 to 9 is what is said on the seed packet. So let's see how much total we have here. Almost 3 pounds of 2 pounds 13 ounces of tomatoes. So 2 pounds 13 ounces is not bad, and this is a better harvest definitely than I got on Saturday, and won't be wasting near as much as what I did the other day. So nice little tomato harvest for today. So we'll see you on the next video later in the week. Well, I don't know what I was thinking. Took the tomatoes inside, came back out to kind of continue looking throughout the garden, and realized even though I harvested squash yesterday, I've got more squash that needs to be picked. So figured I'd take you along for that. Let me kind of show you what I got, and then I'll go pick it, and then Well, got ourselves another basket full of squash here. And I had harvested at least this much yesterday. So, and this stuff, we're in peak season. I don't think I've had squash grow this well in a really long time, especially here in Texas with all the squash bugs and pine borers. So we've had a really good year for squash. So let's go weigh these up and see where we're at. I'm going to check out the rest of the garden first, just to see if there's anything else I need to add, and then I'll go weigh these up. Also went and picked a handful of Malabar spinach while I was at it. Seems like, even though it's a vining crop, I think you can cut and come again. You can definitely do it as a vining crop. Once it gets big, you pick all the leaves you want, but you could probably keep the height of it down and make it more of a shrub or a small growing plant, and just kind of keep it trimmed up as well. So that's kind of what I'm seeing so far. I know the ducks and chickens that got into it at one point had eaten a lot of it, and it's coming back now. So seems to be pretty hardy. And we'll kind of track it throughout the rest of the year. So let's go inside and show you stuff. Okay, so I got 4 ounces of Malabar spinach that I kind of went ahead and took and trimmed off the stems and stuff. Last year when I was harvesting this stuff, because I had it actually vined up, I was harvesting it by the pound. When we were harvesting, it was one of those like, okay, now we're growing it, now what do we do with it kind of deal. So now I want to kind of get an idea and see how much squash I get to add to my total. I'm adding them in there as we go here. I'm over 2 pounds right now. I can keep them all stacked up and keep them on the scale. I think I got them all almost 3 pounds. 2 pounds, 15.8 ounces. Yeah, you could almost call that 3 pounds. So good harvest of squash in just a matter of a day or so, letting some stuff grow out a little bit. And I'll probably be able to harvest some more in the next couple of days as well. So we'll bring you along for that when we get to that as well. We'll see you in the next video. Well, hey guys, today is Wednesday, July the 1st. We're going to take you along for another little harvest video. As you can see behind me there, I've got one tomato that's pretty close. I want it with the attacks they've been getting lately with some of the bugs and birds or whatever. I figured to go ahead and collect all of these while I'm still waiting. So let me go harvest the tomatoes, and I know I've got some squash. I'll go show you that, and we'll get back to you. So here are the final things for the tomatoes today, and this one is why I try to harvest them before they get too ripe, because I've been getting stuff attacking them. So let me take a walk through the beans. I've actually picked a handful of beans the other day. I don't think there's going to be a lot. I think I'm looking at one on here right now. And we go through those, and then we'll take you over to the squash. So yeah, just a small, 4 beans there. That's kind of all I got with that. But let's go over here and go take a look at the squash. Let me turn you around and give you a close-up. So let me go harvest these, and I'll show you what I got when we get done. Okay, there's the squash. I think I got 8 squash off the plants there. I do want to show you this one plant. I told you I pruned it back to where it only had like 2 leaves left. Let me show you the new leaves that are coming up. Let me take you over here and I'll turn you around. So this is the plant that only had these 2 leaves here, but look back here. it's actually sprouting a different thing. It's actually got a couple of little fruits on it now that are coming on. So, and it might have something looking like a vine borer in there as well. So we'll see what happens to that. So yeah, it's amazing how plants make a way to survive and will continue to grow even though it looks like you've chopped them down. So let me go get this fruit inside and see how much we've got and get it weighed up. We'll be back to you. Okay guys, so let's see if we can weigh up this squash and see how much we got. Trying to balance it on here. All right, that looks like 4 pounds of squash right on the button. Not bad. Let's go take a look and see what we got as far as tomatoes. I want to see what this big boy weighs. That's probably the biggest one that I've seen. Zero that out a little bit. There we go. There we go. Wow. 12.5 ounces for an Amish paste tomato. That's a big Amish paste tomato.
This is the one that like typically looks more natural.
And this one is 7.8 ounces. Might as well do each one of these. That's a 10 ounce tomato. That's 5'3". These are small guys. I should have. Sorry about the video. And then this one is, that's 6'4". I got a couple of small ones here. Let's see, that one's 3'1". That's the one that I showed y'all got eaten. And then the smallest one, like 1.8. All of them together,
Instead of those just hard lines.
2 pounds, 15 ounces of tomatoes. So in one day, so not too bad. So that's what we're at for today. 4 pounds of squash, almost 3 pounds of tomatoes, and so just a weekday harvest as we're going along. And so we'll get back to you. We still got more coming up this weekend, so we'll see you on the next video. Well, hey guys, it's Friday, July 3rd. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick tour of the garden. Welcome to the Collins Family Urban Homestead, although I probably put that in the earlier part of the week. This is definitely a different video. You've seen a lot of harvest throughout the week already, and this is Friday. This is going to be another harvest. I'll kind of do a tour, a quick update also on the new chicks that hatched out. On Wednesday, I believe it was, we lost 2. One was dead when I came out in the morning, and then one was died later on in the day, and it was lost one earlier in the week as well. So I'm down to 5 chicks, so we've lost 3, and so unfortunately, not quite sure what happened. One of them was just not doing real well the entire time. He was just significantly smaller than the others. The other 2, I'm not sure what happened, because everybody's all healthy, and the next thing I know, they were gone. So, but we'll see. It's about time for them to move outside into the brooder, to the outside brooder. We'll put that to the test. That'll happen sometime this weekend. I'll see if I can add that to the video. So I kind of want to give that update on the chicks. All the other birds are doing good. So I know I've got some tomatoes ready to pick, and I know I've got some squash ready to pick. So let's go take a look and go see what we got. You can buy the chicken tractor, and just kind of want to update you. Also changed out these birds' water. I added it to a much larger water. The only thing, I did that yesterday, and I noticed they went through all of their food yesterday, so it was empty today. I had to refill it all again. It had been going for a couple of days before I had to refill it, and this time it was completely full. It's a 3-pound feeder in there, so we'll see what changes we are with these. These guys are definitely getting a lot bigger, so let's go over to the garden. So there's a few tomatoes to go pick. I'm gonna go ahead and go pick those. I'll not take you along on that journey because trying to video picking all those and stuff is going to be a challenge. But a couple of things, you saw several of them on there. The Malabar spinach, I kind of put that video down on there also. That seems to be doing pretty good in the fact that I think the lesson I learned is you can trim it back. Seriously, keep it low. You don't, yes, it'll go up a trellis, it'll get really big, but from what I'm seeing so far, you can actually keep that trim down low and it'll still come back. So if you don't want to mess with doing all the heavy-duty trellising and stuff like that, just harvest it heavily and keep it trimmed back. So that's my theory. That's what we're working with so far this year. And we'll kind of continue to check that out throughout the year. It's a heat-loving plant. It doesn't mind these 90-degree, 100-degree days. It'll survive just fine through all of it. So we'll continue on. So let me go harvest the tomatoes, and I'll get back to you. So there's the harvested tomatoes. There's a couple of them that are starting to blush in there and get a little bit. I'm going to give them a couple more days. So we'll continue this on as we go. So I get that. We'll get these inside and weigh them up and see how many we got here, and then poundage wise we'll take along with that. So in the meantime, let's go take a look at the squash. Taking a quick look through there, I didn't see a whole lot. There's one definite that's ready to be picked. Let me go through and actually go pick them and see what we got. When you're actually looking in there with pruners and stuff, you see more than what you did before. I thought I'd seen 2 or 3 of them. This time I only saw one, so we'll go take a look. Let me go pick those and then we'll get back to you. Okay, so I only got 3 squashes this time. There's a few more that need another day or so to get big. So, but I do need to go ahead and go over and go pick some of my basil. So let me see if I can set you up to view that. So that's all the basil. Let me see what I can do about harvesting this and doing this on camera all at the same time. Trying to do stuff like that. Any of these big, longer ones is what I'm trying to pick. I'll top this guy off like that. And keep him as a nice bush. That's kind of what you want to do, is just kind of, get the tall stuff that's popping up, trim it down, keep it down to the size that you want, nice and small. It'll keep it from going to seed, keep it from, bolting and stuff, and use it on a regular basis. I'm finding I can harvest this stuff about once a week and get a pretty decent little harvest from them. So that's the harvest for today. We'll see what else we add in here over the weekend. See if there's any other projects that I want to do, and so we'll see you on the next video. Okay, so let's start seeing how much some of this stuff weighs. We're going to start with the squash. I should put the biggest one in there first. I got 1 pound 4 ounces of squash. Now let's go with the tomatoes. That's what a 6 ounce tomato. That's probably my biggest of this harvest anyway. I had one earlier in the week that you saw that was 12 ounces. I'm not going to weigh each one of these this time. I'm just going to do a total weight. There we go. So we're looking at 2 pounds 8 ounces of tomatoes. These are again the Amish based Roma tomatoes. Kind of gives you an idea of the size and fruit that you get from these particular tomatoes. And just for grins, what do we got on the weight of the basil? And we got 1 ounce of basil. And that's not a lot, but when you look at it in the store, that's probably $3 worth of basil right there. That's why it's so much, it's economical to grow your own, because this stuff is expensive in the store. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. Update on the Collins Homestead for 2020, July 3rd, 2020. We'll put all the whole week's worth of harvesting and stuff in here. So hopefully you have a great week. Keep yourself safe throughout this weekend. Stay protected and enjoy your gardens. If you like this stuff, hit like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Leave comments down below, and we'll see you on the next video. God bless.